They create their own light. The ocean's living lanterns intro. What if I told you that the largest living space on our planet has no sunlight? None. Only an eternal, crushing darkness. It's a place you'd assume is completely devoid of life. But you would be wrong. Down in the abyss, life doesn't just endure the darkness. It creates its own light. This isn't science fiction. In the vast, silent world of the deep ocean, an estimated 76% of all the animals we can see produce their own living glow. They are the ocean's living lanterns. So how do they do it? And in a world without a sun, why would anything bother to make its own light? Today, we're diving thousands of feet into the pitch-black depths to expose the science behind these glowing creatures and reveal how they hunt, defend, and communicate in a world of eternal night. The premise: a world without sun. To truly understand this, you need to grasp just how alien this environment is. Descend past 200 meters, or about 650 feet, and the familiar blue of the ocean begins to fade into the twilight zone. Sunlight struggles to penetrate this far, and as you go deeper, the world gets dimmer, colder, and the pressure becomes immense. Then, below 1,000 meters, over 3,200 feet down, you enter the midnight zone. Here, sunlight is completely gone. It is a world of absolute, unending blackness. For the longest time, we thought this part of our planet was a barren wasteland. How could anything survive the bone-crushing pressure, freezing temperatures, and total lack of light? The answer is that life, in its relentless drive to exist, engineered its own solution: bioluminescence. In the deep sea, this living light isn't just an oddity. It's the dominant form of communication, a silent, secret language spoken by the vast majority of inhabitants. The solution: living light. So, what exactly is this living light? It's a chemical reaction producing light energy inside an organism's body. The recipe is surprisingly simple but incredibly elegant. It nearly always involves two key ingredients: a molecule called luciferin, which acts as the fuel, and an enzyme called luciferase, which acts as the spark. When luciferase helps oxygen combine with luciferin, the resulting reaction releases energy almost entirely as pure light, with very little heat. Think of it like a biological glow stick that you can turn on and off. These creatures control their light with astonishing precision, changing its brightness, duration, and in some cases, even its color. Most deep-sea life glows blue or green, as these colors travel farthest through seawater. But this ability evolved independently at least 40 different times, telling us just how critical it is. But this light isn't just for show. It's a tool used for the three pillars of survival: hunting, defense, and finding a mate. Section 1. The Hunters. Lures in the dark. In the permanent night of the deep, finding your next meal is a monumental challenge. There's nowhere to hide, and your prey is just as lost as you are. This is where bioluminescence becomes a deadly weapon. The most famous predator to use it is, of course, the deep-sea anglerfish. This creature has a modified fin that works like a fishing rod, dangling a fleshy lure called an esca right over its cavernous mouth. This lure is filled with symbiotic bacteria that produce a constant hypnotic blue-green glow. Unsuspecting fish, drawn to the only point of light in the empty darkness, swim in for a closer look, and are instantly trapped by the anglerfish's needle-sharp teeth. But the anglerfish is far from the only one. Long, gelatinous creatures called siphonophores use bioluminescent lures that spin like pinwheels to attract fish. And then there's the stoplight loosejaw, a dragonfish that takes predatory light to a whole new level. This fish can produce red light from organs under its eyes. This is a game-changing advantage because most deep-sea animals can't see red light at all. To them, it's invisible. The loosejaw, however, can see it perfectly. It essentially carries a secret, invisible flashlight, illuminating its prey without the prey ever knowing it's being watched. It is the ultimate stealth hunting technology engineered by nature. Section 2. The Defenders, a shield of light. Of course, for every deadly hunter, there must be a clever defense. In a world with nowhere to hide, sometimes the best defense is a blinding offense. When threatened, many animals use a brilliant flash of light to startle an attacker, giving them precious seconds to escape. The vampire squid is a master of this. Despite its menacing name, when a predator approaches, it doesn't shoot out black ink like its shallow water relatives. Instead, it ejects a sticky cloud of glowing mucus. This sparkling distraction confuses the predator, which is now covered in a substance that makes it a glowing target for even bigger hunters. Other creatures take this even further. The deep-sea squid Octopoteuthis delatron can detach one of its glowing arms, which sticks to the predator and keeps flashing, creating a diversion while the squid makes a clean getaway. And then there are the green bomber worms, discovered in 2009. When threatened, these worms release tiny sacs, or bombs, that erupt in a brilliant green flash, distracting predators while the worm swims to safety. Perhaps the most ingenious defense is the burglar alarm. When a small creature is attacked, it will let out a bright, frantic flash. This flash acts like a scream for help, attracting the attention of much larger predators that might be interested in eating the original attacker. It's a high-risk, high-reward strategy that turns the hunter into the hunted. Section 3. The Communicators. Whispers of light. Beyond the life-or-death struggles of hunting and defense, bioluminescence is also a complex language. In the vast, empty darkness, just finding a mate can be a statistical nightmare. To solve this, many species have evolved unique light patterns. Male Caribbean ostracods, which are tiny crustaceans, create elaborate, flashing light shows to attract females. Different species of lanternfish have unique arrangements of light-producing organs, called photophores, all along their bodies. These distinct patterns act like barcodes, letting them recognize their own kind in the dark. Light is also the ultimate form of camouflage. In the twilight zone, where faint light still filters down from above, animals can be silhouetted, making them easy targets for predators below. To counter this, creatures like the hatchetfish use a technique called counter-illumination. They have light organs on their bellies that produce a faint blue glow. They can precisely adjust the intensity of this light to match the dim sunlight from above, effectively erasing their own shadow and becoming invisible. It's a natural cloaking device used by countless animals to hide in plain sight. The science and human connection. So why should we, living up here in the sun, care about a glowing squid in the abyss? Because the study of bioluminescence has led to profound breakthroughs. Scientists have harnessed the power of that luciferin-luciferase reaction for incredible advances in medicine. These glowing molecules are used as reporter genes, allowing scientists to track microscopic processes in real time. For example, they can tag cancer cells with these markers to watch how a tumor grows and spreads, or to see if a new drug is working. This technology helps researchers track viruses, understand gene function, and speed up drug discovery. The light from these deep-sea creatures is quite literally illuminating the path to new medical miracles. Conclusion. From the ghostly lure of an anglerfish to the sparkling defensive clouds of a squid, the deep sea is alive with light. What was once dismissed as a desolate void is actually a stage for a constant, silent light show, a world where survival depends on creating your own spark in the darkness. Every flash and every shimmer is part of a complex language we are only just beginning to understand. As we continue to explore these depths, we keep uncovering more of these secrets. Bioluminescent creatures are a stunning reminder that the ocean is not a place of emptiness, but of staggering creativity. They prove that even in the most extreme places on Earth, life doesn't just find a way, it finds a way to shine. Call to action. If you want to join us on more journeys into the unknown, make sure to subscribe and turn on notifications. Let us know in the comments which glowing creature you found the most fascinating. Thanks for watching.